What's good, everybody? Bargain Brother, with you in the bargain basement, your prize winning penny pincher, and chief of being cheap. Today's video, I want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin because people are always, talking about investing in Bitcoin now, and I thought I'd touch on it, and it's something I haven't really touched on this channel before. As promised, I always will give you things that can help you make you a buck or two or more, or save you a buck or two or more. Bitcoin can definitely help you make a buck or two or more. But before we get into it, do me 3 small favors, please. Subscribe to this channel so we can keep in touch. Walk all over that like button. And sharing is caring, so by all means, please do share this video. Now, let's jump into Bitcoin real quick. When should you buy Bitcoin? So, I'm not going to say I'm an expert in Bitcoin. I have traded it before, and I have been trading stocks and options for a little while now, for a few years. I even wrote a book about it, 6 strategies to profit in the stock market. The link is in the description of this video. It's a really cool little ebook, about 50 pages, plenty of charts and stuff like that. And the book is like $3.99. So if you're looking to get started in trading stocks on the stock side only, take a look at the book. I think it'll be some stuff in there that can help you. Now, as far as Bitcoin goes, I first really found out about Bitcoin about 8 years ago, and I didn't really act on it. Then I saw this movie called Dope in 2015. There's a movie about some kids out in California that end up in this drug deal heist. They weren't like street kids, they were into music actually, but they end up in this situation they didn't really want to be in, and they used Bitcoin to kind of help them pay off their debt. And that was the first time I ever saw it like used in a film or anything like that. But Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and Litecoin, they use the same chart to chart those cryptocurrencies that stocks use. So the chart for Bitcoin looks just like a chart for, say, T-Mobile or Apple or something like that. What you got to remember though with Bitcoin is to use the same principles that you use when you're trading stocks. Typically, you want to trade or want to purchase when something is severely overbought. You want to buy it when it has an opportunity to go up. And you want to sell when it starts to reach overbought status. In other words, when it starts to get so high to where you think people are going to start taking money off the table by selling their shares. Now, with any type of trading, you got different types of investors. You got people that are going to hold for 10 years. You got people that are going to hold for 10 months, 10 weeks, all the way down to 10 minutes. So when you see stocks, or in this case Bitcoin, move around, then that's where your opportunities to buy kind of start to come in. Now, I'm going to put up a chart here in a bit, and it's going to show that over the last 3-4 months, Bitcoin had like almost quadrupled. So some people use the old saying, buy low, sell high. Okay. Then you got some newer investors that came out with buy high, sell higher. Personally, I don't really believe in buy high, sell higher. I still subscribe to buy low, sell high. So if you ask me, the time to buy Bitcoin was probably a few months ago to get in when the surge was just starting. I mean, if you get in if it went from $10,000 to $40,000, and you got in at $30,000, that is getting in pretty high because you don't know how much higher it's going to go. In this case, it would have worked out for you because it eventually cracked 40 grand per coin, but it did retract quickly, and it lost like almost $10,000 in the course of about 24 hours or so, which I'm going to put up a chart to show that as well. So my simple answer is, when should you buy Bitcoin? Well, you know what? You should buy it just like you treat any other stock. If it gets some news that you think is going to make it push, maybe you give it a quick buy. If it's completely, severely oversold and it looks like it's at its bottom and it's going to incite activity from investors, that's the other time I would buy. I would not buy if it's sky high and hope that it's going to go a little bit higher, because it may go higher, it may go a lot higher, but then it could drop and it may be months before it hits that old high again, and then you'll be stuck doing what we're called holding the bag. Now, this is for people that are looking to kind of trade it. If you're investing, then you're in a whole different realm, because you're talking about, well, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to hold this for 3 years. Well, that's you. Me personally, if I get to like a 30 or 40% gain quickly, why wouldn't I get out and reset? I can always go back in. I'm going to take this money off the table, get out and reset, and then if it drops, I'll go back in. If it goes up even higher, I won't worry about that, because I just got 30 or 40 or 50% gain. Where else do you get that in a short period of time? Let's say if you got it in a week, or if you got it in 2 weeks, where else do you get that in a couple weeks? You definitely don't get it by leaving your money in the bank. You get 1/10 of 1% annually. So there's my take on it. Bitcoin, purchase it when it's severely oversold, or if it gets some news that you think is going to give it a push. Unless you're investing and you're just buying for the long run, then you buy it when you buy it at the best price you can get it at, and you just hold it. Okay, so there it is, when to buy Bitcoin. All right, guys, I will be back with you soon with more tips to help you save or make a buck or two or more. Bargain Brotha is signing off. Talk to you guys later.